To add a new form, you'll need to click into Manage Forms within the Forms area and select Add New Form. Now, when you add new form, before creating your pages, managing your permissions and your rules, and generally going through the setup of a form, you need to fill in this first page. Now, what is this first page? Well, first of all, you need to add in a title. So if I were to make a replacement equipment request form, the description is, of course, if you want to add a description, you can do briefly explain, of course, the purpose of the form, why a user needs to fill it in. Approval message. So the approval message is when the form has been completed. So once the form has gone through the final stage, wherever it needs to go, an approval message will be sent, of course, if that form is approved. So your form has been successfully completed. I often like to change this to your form has been approved, or of course you can tailor that down completely down to the form itself. Rejection message, so if the form has been rejected, if it's been declined, again, you can change your rejection message, your form has been rejected. You can also add in other text as well. If it's been rejected because the user hasn't read some certain information, you can pop that in that message as well. You can keep typing in the field. You aren't just restricted to what you can see there. And then, of course, your categories. So categories is where your form will belong over on the left-hand panel. So we can see change management, we can see finance, and we can see human resources. There could be a possibility that you may see categories listed that aren't actually showing in that left-hand panel just yet. And that is purely down to the fact that that category won't have any forms in it just yet. So you can, of course, still add a form to that category if you need to. So choose which category it would belong to. If it does belong to more than one, then you can, of course, hold Control and select more than one if you need to. And then, of course, we're getting close to the next stage of the form. You can't make this form active right now because it's very much a case of the form needs to have been built with your pages before you can come back and make that active. So once you've added pages to the form, you will then be able to select this box. Click on Next, and you'll be taken through to the next part of your form creation.